You are not going to believe what just happened. I was literally standing on my own land. The backyard I grew up playing in, the dock I rebuilt last summer, the pool I just renovated, when some woman I'd never seen in my life came marching up and accused me of trespassing. And here's the wild part. She doesn't even live on my street. Let me take you back to that morning. It was peaceful, sun just rising, the lake glistening, and I was out with my dog, checking on the solar filter by the dock. My family's owned this lakefront property for decades. We even own the shoreline, which, by the way, is rare around here. Most folks rent or lease that land. Not me. I have the papers, the survey, the legal documents to prove it. So I'm out there, minding my business, when I see this woman walking around near my pool like she owns the place. Tight athletic wear, oversized visor, and that signature "I run this neighborhood" attitude. She doesn't greet me. Nope. She barks, "What do you think you're doing here?" I blinked and said, I live here? This is my backyard." She folds her arms and scoffs. "Don't play dumb. I've lived nearby for years. I know everyone around here, and I've never seen you. This is part of the community space." I explained politely. "Sorry, but this property is completely private. It's not part of the HOA. I have the paperwork if you'd like to see it." But she wasn't hearing it. She goes, "Nice try. All lakefront lots fall under the HOA. That pool and dock? Shared property. And you have no right to keep people out." That's when it clicked. I was dealing with a full-blown HOA Karen, the type who believes if she can see it, she owns it. I pulled out my phone to show her the documents, but she beat me to it, calling 911. "There's a man acting suspicious at the neighborhood pool," she told them. "He's being aggressive and won't leave." I was stunned. I hadn't raised my voice once, but I knew I had to stay calm. Things like this can escalate quickly if you don't. The cops arrived about 10 minutes later. 2 officers, very professional. They spoke to her first. She gave them the whole dramatic version, waving her arms like she was in a courtroom. Then they came to me. I showed them my ID, pulled up the property deed on my phone, and even had the boundary markers flagged from a recent survey. The officer nodded and asked her, "Ma'am, do you have any paperwork proving this is HOA property?" She went quiet, then mumbled, "Well, no, but everyone knows it's shared." Wrong answer. The officer replied, "This land is clearly private. Without any legal claim or easement, you're trespassing." She wouldn't back down, so she got written up, a trespassing citation. She stomped off, still muttering about community rights and privilege. You'd think it ended there. Nope. 2 days later, I get a weird letter in the mail. No letterhead. Just a message typed in Comic Sans saying I should remove the fence around my pool because it discourages neighborhood access. I laughed so hard I nearly framed it. My lawyer confirmed it. The HOA has no legal authority over my property, so I replied with a simple, firm letter. My land is private. Any further attempts to interfere will result in legal action. But then came the Facebook drama. Karen started posting in the local group, calling me names like Dock Dictator and Pool Pirate, claiming I was stealing community space. Luckily, one of my neighbors sent me screenshots, so I decided to clear the air once and for all. I recorded a video walking through my backyard, pointing out property markers, reading from the deed, and explaining the history of this land. I titled it, "Setting the Record Straight, My Land, My Rights." It blew up. Dozens of people started sharing it. Turns out I wasn't the only one she'd harassed. Others came forward, stories about her leaving nasty notes, reporting people for harmless things like holiday lights or sidewalk chalk. Eventually, the HOA itself had to issue a statement, clarifying that Karen doesn't represent them and that they have no jurisdiction over my home. She was even banned from the community page. She still walks by now and then, glaring like I ruined her life. I just wave and smile. Because when you know the truth, you don't have to yell. You just stand tall. So tell me, what would you do if someone tried to take what's yours? Drop your story in the comments. And if this video made you think or made you laugh, hit that like button and subscribe. Because some battles aren't about winning, they're about holding your ground.